Hello, and thanks for joining me. I'm Clara, here to guide you into deep relaxation and help you drift into a restful sleep. Tonight, we'll journey to a secluded Mediterranean coast where you'll witness something extraordinary. A rare phenomenon as the northern lights drift southward, casting vivid colors across the peaceful landscape. Before we begin, close your eyes and take a deep breath, inhaling slowly through your nose and then exhaling gently through your mouth. As you breathe in, feel the calming air filling your lungs, and as you breathe out, release any tension or stress. Continue this pattern, breathing slowly and deeply, and with each exhale, feel your body growing lighter and more at ease. With each breath, allow yourself to sink further into a state of calm, letting go of the day's worries and preparing your mind and body for a dreamy journey to a quiet Mediterranean shore where a beautiful display of colors awaits. A gentle dance of light across the sky, just for you. Far away, at the heart of our solar system, the sun is a colossal sphere of fiery plasma, endlessly churning with unimaginable power. Deep within its core, nuclear reactions produce vast amounts of energy, which rise to the surface in rolling waves. The sun's rotation and intense magnetic fields generate storms and flares that surge across the surface, twisting and snapping with explosive force. At times, these forces reach such intensity that they release powerful bursts into space, events known as solar flares. These eruptions send immense streams of charged particles hurtling through space, propelled outward from the sun's corona. Unlike the usual gentle solar winds that drift toward Earth, these are formidable storms packed with magnetic energy, strong enough to travel far beyond their typical paths. As these particles approach Earth, they encounter the planet's magnetic field, a protective barrier that typically channels them toward the polar regions. Here, they interact with atmospheric gases, producing a magnificent light display. This is the Aurora, the northern lights, that brightens the Arctic skies with vivid ribbons of green, violet, and crimson. A sight that reveals glimpses of distant forces touching our world. In particularly powerful solar storms, however, the energy overwhelms Earth's magnetic defenses, stretching beyond the polar boundaries. The charged particles penetrate further, journeying toward lower latitudes. In these extraordinary moments, the Aurora drifts southward, bringing its luminous colors to places where they're rarely seen. This fleeting, breathtaking phenomenon reaches skies that don't typically witness such beauty. A silent reminder of cosmic forces at work, casting familiar landscapes in an otherworldly glow. For nearly a week you've been staying in this secluded spot along the Mediterranean coast, savoring the deep peace that this remote location offers. This retreat has been an escape, a chance to step away from the busyness of daily life, disconnect from technology, far from any towns, nestled in a national park along the rugged Andalusian coast. Your small stone cottage sits quietly among the dunes and rocky outcroppings, blending seamlessly into the landscape. Surrounded by nothing but nature and the gentle sound of the sea, you've felt yourself unwind, tuning in to the unhurried pace around you. Here, there's nothing but simplicity. Each day, inviting you to notice the rustling wind, to watch seabirds gliding overhead, and to lose yourself in the endless horizon, far away from the structures and screens of everyday life. Each day, you've explored the park's winding trails, hiking along volcanic cliffs, and through stretches of desert-like terrain, dotted with plants that thrive in this wild environment. In the mornings, you often sit quietly near the saltwater lagoon, watching the array of bird life that gathers here. You've observed flamingos wading in the shallows, kestrels soaring above, and tiny warblers flitting through the shrubs. Afternoons have been spent walking along deserted beaches or sitting quietly on the rocks by the shore, where you take time to journal about the gentle flow of life here, the way shadows lengthen over the water, the sense of time expanding around you. Days in nature have gradually softened the edges of your mind, giving you the space to reconnect with yourself. Tomorrow, however, you'll head back home. Leaving feels bittersweet. In these quiet days surrounded by the open sky and the endless horizon, you've come to feel a part of this place. The untouched landscape has its calm language, something you've come to understand and appreciate intimately. The timelessness of this retreat, the slow shift of the sun, the quiet, unbroken stretches of sand has grounded you, offering you a peace that feels rare and deeply rooted. As you prepare to leave, a longing stirs to stay longer, to hold on to this simpler world that's renewed your sense of calm, clarity, and self. But tonight, something stirs you from sleep, and you feel the warmth of the night air drifting gently through the open windows. The breeze from the ocean carries the faint scent of salt and earth, moving quietly through the room and lifting the soft white curtains as though they're breathing in time with the distant waves. Despite the soft movement of the air, a deep stillness fills the space. The quiet seems to settle over everything like a comforting blanket. When you glance at the clock, It reads 3 a.m. The early hour holds a mysterious, sacred quiet, a secret whispered only to those awake to hear it. The room is wrapped in a subtle, otherworldly glow that seems to come from beyond the walls. Stirred by this glow, you sit up and slowly rise from the bed, drawn toward the source of this light. Standing at the window, you gaze out, captivated by the soft, shifting colors illuminating the landscape. Outside, the northern lights dance beneath the vast Mediterranean sky, an extraordinary display of emerald, violet, and crimson hues washing over the dunes and the gently lapping sea. The night feels alive, breathing in harmony with the ocean, as if inviting you to witness something rare and out of this world. The beauty is so surreal that you can hardly breathe. You quickly throw on some clothes, a sense of urgency pulling you outside into the night. The sand is cool beneath your feet as you walk toward the ocean, each step bringing you closer to the ethereal colors dancing over the water. But then, as you near the shore, the lights begin to fade. The colors dim and vanish. A flicker of worry passes through you. Were you too late? Did you miss the one chance to witness this miracle? For a moment, everything is still again. The world holding its breath. The night sky stretches endlessly, untouched by any artificial light, revealing all the stars in their full radiant glory. The Milky Way spills across the sky like a river of light. Each cluster and constellation sharp against the darkness. You spot Orion, with his belt of 3 stars perfectly aligned, and the bright sparkle of Sirius, the dog star, watching over the horizon. The Pleiades cluster shines softly, a delicate group known as the 7 Sisters. And farther north, The distinctive W shape of Cassiopeia is visible, along with the steady glow of Polaris, the North Star, anchoring the heavens. Suddenly, without warning, the Aurora Borealis ignites, like an unseen hand has switched it on. They appear like rippling green neon waves, evanescent and alive, swirling inward and outward in mesmerizing rhythms. They pulse and shimmer, shifting across the sky like streams of ribbon. Then whipping and thrashing in quick, jerky movements. Shreds of light seem to break away, shifting into radiant greens, yellows, and purples that dance through the night air. In one breathtaking moment, the waves of color hover downward, almost brushing the tops of the distant dunes, before they whirl aloft again, ascending into the remote reaches of the atmosphere. The calm, glassy surface of the ocean exquisitely mirrors everything. Each color, flicker, and swirl doubled and magnified, as if the sea itself has become part of the celestial display. You're transfixed, spellbound by the dance, unable to look away. It feels as though you've crossed a threshold into another realm, and the familiar landscape around you, the sand dunes, the sloping beach, the outlines of distant cliffs, has been transformed, cast in hues so otherworldly they seem enchanted. The lights play across the dunes, spilling colors that soften the edges of the world. Blurring the line between earth and sky. As you stand there, a slight breeze stirs, sweeping across the dunes and brushing against your skin, as if the landscape itself is sighing in wonder. The cool air flows around you, heightening your awareness of this rare moment. Then, gradually, the shimmering display begins to fade, its vibrant colors dimming until, almost as if a switch has been turned off, it vanishes entirely. The night sky returns, cloaking the landscape in a soft blanket of darkness. The stars emerge again, ancient, glittering, filling the heavens with their crisp brilliance. The Milky Way stretches across the sky with countless clusters and faint glimmers dusted across the deep night. You stand here for a long time, gazing up, waiting, hoping the lights will return. Their colors lingering in your mind, echoing something timeless and profound, as though the universe has gently reached out across the vastness of space and time to remind you of something beyond the everyday. A quiet assurance that just outside the familiar, beauty and mystery await. In this moment, you feel a sense of connection, as if the lights have crossed vast distances to meet you here, to offer a glimpse of something larger than yourself. It feels like a promise, a subtle whisper from the cosmos that invites you to embrace the unknown. Standing here, wrapped in the quiet of the night, you sense that you've been part of something extraordinary, a moment meant only for you, to be held close and remembered. With this quiet understanding, you turn and make your way back to the stone cottage. The soft sand cool beneath your feet, grounding you in the present moment. Inside, the room is cloaked in deep darkness. Slowly, you feel your way across to the simple iron bed. Slipping underneath the covers, the familiar weight of the blanket settles over you, offering a comforting sense of security after the wonders you've witnessed. Lying there, you close your eyes, allowing the memory of the northern lights to linger. The delicate greens, deep purples, and rose pinks that painted the sky with quiet magic. Each color a reminder of the vastness beyond our reach. As the images drift through your mind, you sense how the universe, in its infinite mystery, sometimes brings us to unexpected places where beauty unfolds in ways we could never have imagined. You take a deep, calming breath, feeling a quiet gratitude that comes from stepping beyond the familiar, knowing that it's in these places we often discover what we didn't realize we needed. In the stillness, you carry the thought that, like the northern lights, we too are sometimes drawn to the unknown, to fleeting moments that transform us, leaving us with gifts that defy explanation, but linger close to the heart. As you settle into the warmth of your bed, a peaceful calm washes over you, soothing every part of your being. You surrender to the night, cradled in the quiet embrace of the darkened room, as the memory of the northern lights drifts softly into your dreams, carrying the beauty and mystery of all that lies beyond.